Step number one, increasing the followers you're getting on Instagram right now is making sure that Instagram is actually recommending your account when somebody follows your competitors. Because even though somebody follows your competitors, you can still make it turn into a follow for you if you're showing up in the other suggested accounts. And this is one of the quickest ways for you to be able to grow on Instagram, but you need to make sure the correct settings are turned on. And before I share with you how to do that, I did want to warn you. I'm going to share with you 5 other settings in this video. And if you're not using these settings correctly because you might be using them the wrong way, it's why you're not growing as quickly as you could be on Instagram right now. On top of that, to make the stakes even higher for this, I did want to share with you this creator right here that just gained over 150,000 followers by simply changing the settings that he was using on Instagram, and you can do the same exact thing with your account. So the first setting that you need to make sure that you turn on, you need to come over to your profile, you need to go edit profile, and then you need to come down here and you need to make sure that show account suggestions on profile. You need to make sure that this is clicked on, because if you're doing that, you're going to get shown under those other suggested profiles when somebody follows somebody within your niche. But on top of that, what you need to make sure that is correct is your bio right here. So my bio is very short. Remember, you only have 150 characters. Ideally, it should be 1 to 3 lines here. The first line should tell people exactly what they're going to get. For example, help people grow faster on social media. Now what that does is it gets Instagram to then show my content as a suggested account for people that have a similar bio. On top of that, I have search Robert Benjamin on YouTube for my best content. The reason for that is because I ultimately want people to come over to this Instagram channel because it's really where I can provide them the most value. Maybe for you, that might be your website. It might be a lead magnet. It might also be YouTube. You want to make sure that you include that. And finally, I have a call to action within my bio. I guarantee I can help you grow faster with a little emoji right here. And the emojis make this way easier to read, and ultimately they make people feel an emotion when they go and look at your page. But that's not the only thing you need to do under here. I also want to make sure that if you come under your account here, creator tools and controls, I want to make sure that you have a creator account or a personal account. I would strongly suggest having a creator account because it gives you more tools. But ultimately what you don't want is a business account, because if you're a business account, Instagram makes it really, really hard for you to be able to get reach. Why? Because they figure that you're a business and that you should be paying for ads. Now, like I said before, that's not the only change that you need to make sure that you're making on Instagram. But before I get to the other settings you need to change, and a lot of them are going to surprise you, I need you to smash that subscribe button. If you want to go click on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, I literally upload a video every single day about how to grow on these platforms. In addition to that, I just created a free Instagram growth course. You can get it at the pinned comment below. It's going to share with you things like the best hashtags to use, the best time to post, and even exactly how the algorithm works. If you're serious about growing on Instagram, go to that pinned comment below. Get into it right now. It's literally 100% free. So the next setting I want to make sure that you're using correctly is going to be the trending sound setting. And everybody knows trending sounds work on Instagram, but what they don't know is that you can click into a sound to see whether or not it's going to work for your video. So there are 2 signs that'll work for your video. First and foremost, if you do a video in the same format as the video that you found with the trending sound, and it's got a lot of likes, a lot of comments, a lot of shares, well, guess what? That's a sign that if you use that sound, it could also help you. But what you could do is click in here and you can see the other pieces of content that were made under here. For example, if I look right here, I see a dog, I see a cat, and I see another cat video. So what does this tell me? That videos with animals do really well under this sign. And what you can do is just keep scrolling down here and you'll be able to see all the different videos. Again, if we keep scrolling, there's another dog video, there's another cat video, there's another dog video. And if we keep scrolling, I bet that you continue to find more animals like this cat video right here. So what does this tell me? This tells me that this sound over indexes for animal trends. So if you're using this and doing an animal trend, it's going to increase the reach that you get. And I didn't even notice, but this one right here also has this little dog in here. So the majority of videos under here have a dog or a cat in them. So what you want to make sure that you're doing is you want to make sure that you use this sound for those specific things. If you come under this sound and you don't see anything that looks anything like your niche, well, guess what? It's probably a good sign that I would avoid using that sign and I would skip and go find the next one. For the next setting, what you need to make sure that you're doing is not using the location setting the wrong way. So a lot of people use this setting the wrong way. This creator right here did not get a lot of views on their post. They got 40 likes, they got 4 comments, and the reason for that most likely is because they put Vancouver, British Canada here, which is not a huge place. And if I come under the top post here, none of them are getting reach. And the reason that none of them are getting reach is because nobody is interacting with posts like that. So you need to make sure that if you are going to geotag one of your posts, if you're going to use location settings on one of your posts, it needs to be either 1, a really big area, or 2, it needs to be incredibly relevant to what you're posting about. For example, if you were going to make a video about the 5 best restaurants in Miami, well, of course, you want to geotag Miami then. But if you were making a video about the best restaurant in your really, really small hometown, well, maybe you want to tag the state at large, or maybe you want to tag a larger city, or even better, you're not going to want to use that geotag because all it's going to do is restrict the amount of people that are eligible to see your post. Now, sometimes like a post best 5 places to eat in Miami or another big city, that could be a good thing, but the majority of the time, all this feature is actually going to do is it's going to hurt you, so I wouldn't suggest using it. Now, the next feature I want to show you here is the overwhelming feature. And what I mean by this is that you make your post highly relevant. For example, this post right here, we have January to December. Guess what this does? This gets everybody interested because everybody wants to see what their birthday actually represents here. And then what you could put here is your birth month is what you're good at. The other thing that you're going to notice that they did here is they did a really, really good job at getting birth and getting good to stick out. You need to make sure that you're utilizing text that is going to get things to stick out. The easiest way to do that is with this bright yellow text right here. They have this and then they overwhelm the viewer. But what's even more important is if we keep watching this video, guess what? The video is only a few seconds long. And what that does is jump cuts. One, that resets the person's imagination and it resets the person's brain to say, oh my gosh, this is a new video. Let me continue to read this. Now, I know you're not consciously thinking that, but the chemicals in your brain, that's what's firing. And that's why this video does a really good job at keeping somebody on Instagram, keeping somebody watching the video. On top of that, what they did a really good job at right here is this creators feature. Essentially, what this means is that they added a collaboration post here. You need to make sure you're collaborating with other creators. To give you a really good example of this here, we could go to Instagram, bring up Brock 11 Johnson, and his last post was also a collaboration post, and you're going to be able to see that when you pull the post up like this. You'll be able to see that it was with this creator and this creator. What that does is forces Instagram to show your content to non-followers, and if you want to get more followers on Instagram, I'd strongly suggest that you do that. Now, for the next feature that you need to make sure that you're using, it is going to be what is trending on Instagram. Now, in order to find this, I'm on a desktop right now, but all you have to do is go to the search bar if you're on a mobile device, or if you come to the explore page right here, this then is going to show you a bunch of different trends up here. These are the easiest things on Instagram that you could possibly rank for. These are the easiest ways for you to possibly get views on Instagram. And what I would suggest doing is I would suggest taking a screenshot of this so you know what all these are. And then you can just click into each of them and it is going to show you all of the trending posts under here. And if you start recreating these trending posts or you start participating in these trends, guess what ends up happening? Instagram is going to push out your content like crazy. Now, since you're still watching this video, I know that you know how important it is to grow a following on Instagram right now because it's easier than ever before. On top of that, it's easier than ever before to get monetized. In fact, I just helped this creator right here get over 70,000 followers on Instagram and quit their full-time job to make a sole living from Instagram. If you want results like that, well, I personally want to help you. In fact, I want to tell you exactly what to post, when to post, what hashtags to use. I want to critique your content and so much more. If that sounds interesting and you want to learn how we could personally work together so you could grow quicker on Instagram, guaranteed, well, please keep watching this video because I've got a special offer for you. The opportunity to grow on Instagram and this organic reach we're currently seeing are not going to last forever. And there are two things holding you back from seeing the growth like the creators that I share with you in this video. The first one is that you haven't implemented the tips that I just shared with you. And the second is that you haven't gotten into my Instagram mentorship program yet. That's literally going to guarantee that I help you get more followers on Instagram in the next 30 days or you get your money back, 0 questions asked. In fact, the average person that's gone through this program in the last 30 days has gained over 25,000 followers and nobody has ever gone through it and gained less than 1,000 followers if they implemented every piece of advice that I share with them. Now, since you're still watching this video, I'm gonna assume you're probably above average. So the odds of you gaining over 25,000 followers are probably quite high. And if you want results like that, go to the link in the description below right now and sign up because there are limited spots available. I'm gonna be telling you exactly what to post, when to post, what hashtags to use. I'm gonna send you new post ideas and I'm gonna critique your content to guarantee that you get more growth on Instagram in the next 30 days. It doesn't matter what your niche is or what your background is. This program is gonna help you get followers more easily and quicker so that you don't have to spend endless hours trying to figure out the things that I already know about exactly how to grow your account. In fact, I just helped this creator in the program and they gained over 100,000 followers in just 30 days. I helped this creator, they gained over 150,000 and this creator over 200,000 followers. If you want results like that and I want you to be my next success story, go to the link in the description below and sign up right now because every single day that you wait, it's only gonna get harder to grow on Instagram. It is easier than ever to grow right now, but you need to take advantage of this opportunity. And what's better than an opportunity where you're literally gonna grow on on Instagram or get your money back with 0 questions asked. Again, there are limited spots, so go to the link in the description below and sign up right now. Otherwise, I strongly suggest you check out the next 2 videos I put up on the screen because they're the videos YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much for watching.